Hello dear students, this video is for UGC NET paper 1 and as you know we have been doing offline classes, I mean to say physical classes for the first part of the first unit. We covered some of the topics and in the last class we discussed about teacher-centered methods of teaching and learner-centered methods of teaching in higher educational institutions, right? So in this video I have covered the next topic of the same subtopic, same topic under the same topic, methods of teaching in higher educational institution. We have to cover this offline and online, or offline versus online teaching. Let us see. I believe you are very much comfortable with offline teaching because it is a traditional kind of teaching, and the teaching methods that we discussed in learner centered and teacher centered methods will be mostly covered under this offline teaching. Some of the basic characteristics of offline teaching are: it is face to face, means the teacher and the learners, they are at the same place at the same time in front of each other for the teaching learning process. That is face to face. So both the teacher as well as the learner are physically present at the same place at the same time. It is a requirement of offline teaching method. Another requirement is that because the teacher and the learners both are to be ready at the same time, both have to learn and teach at the same time, obviously it requires some physical infrastructure. For example, an institution, for example the buildings, the classrooms, the sitting arrangement, desks and benches, whiteboards, duster and fan and lightings and all these things, all these physical infrastructures are required when we are doing offline teaching. So you are very known to this offline kind of teaching. What I have focused is on online kind of teaching, because we have been introduced to this online teaching very recently, particularly during the pandemic period, and we are lucky because now after getting that pandemic experience we have been introduced to many new online platforms to take our lessons, right? So it will be easier for you to understand. When we say online teaching, it is obvious that there will be use of information and communication technology, right, which is called as ICT. So online teaching is what? When we use the internet for any purpose, that is called as online, right? Whether it is online game, online shopping or online teaching, if we are using the internet for the purpose, it is online. So ICT will come when we are going to use online teaching. Obviously ICT has to be there, and one of the most important benefit of online teaching is what? It can be done anywhere, it can be done anytime. For example, I have recorded this video for you maybe at the midnight, and you may watch the video early in the morning at 4 o'clock, right? So it can be anywhere, anytime, okay? And it is self-paced in the sense the learners are free to follow their own pace. Pace means speed. If one learner understands the topic within by viewing the video or going through the content for one time, it's good. And if another learner likes to have the revision, likes to watch it 3 times, 4 times, 10 times, it is available for the learner. So the two learners are not disturbing each other. They can learn at their own pace without disturbing any other learners. Therefore it is called as self-paced learning or self-paced teaching. Then because online method, online or internet makes things more easily accessible, more widespread. The accessibility to education is increased. Okay, more people can access to education. Those who cannot come to an institution due to different reasons, due to financial reasons or due to transport problem, or because they are geographically very remote or any other thing, they can access education through online. So online teaching increases accessibility of education, and because it helps in increasing the accessibility of education, it helps in developing what? Equity. Equity means justify justified. When you give something in a justified way, it is called as equity. Those who have been deprived of education from a long time, it will be easier through online teaching method to reach those people. For example, you can take the example of females, okay, or any other socially backward section of the society, economically backward section of the society, educationally backward section of the society. We can reach them with the education can be sent to them through online method. When we do the teaching in online mode, then it helps us to increase the accessibility, and thus it helps to bring equity in the society. Okay.